Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is my day off work and I thought what better way to spend my day off than make a wonderful makeup tutorial for, well, I wouldn't call it a tutorial. So, in today's video, it is filming, cool. In today's video I have decided to basically try and recreate a makeup look from Makeup by Micheal Finch.
I'm
the one and only
this one.
Bush Pig.
Micheal Finch. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
This is the makeup look I have decided to go for. Actually I'll just put it right here. This is the look. It's got some like really nice, I don't know what you call them, or what are they, like diamantes, little bead shiny things. Obviously I don't have the lips for this, but so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, yeah, spritz that all over my face. Okay, and for brows, so I am fully aware that my eyebrows are in an absolute state right now. And I've recently started getting them threaded and it hurts so bad. If any of you guys get your eyebrows threaded, you know what I'm talking about. It's just like, it's extremely painful. So for my brows, I'm taking the Brow by Benefit in the shade 3 as per usual. I'm not sure how this is going to go in all honesty. My sister, yes, I know you're watching, left the cap off and it's basically all dried up, so that's good. So I'm just going to start from like the highest point of my brow and just create more of an arch than I naturally have. And just so you guys know, I would not usually do my eyebrows this hectic, so don't stress, I'm not like doing this because I think it suits me. Honestly, I feel like probably quite close thickness wise. I'm already offended by these eyebrows. They look like a toad. Probably not, but whatever, like a hairy toad. Beautiful! I'm sure if Micheal was watching this, I mean, not like that's ever gonna happen, but if he were to ever see this video, I'm sure he would be quite offended. I don't mean to offend anyone. To carve out the brows, I'm taking the Essence Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade Ivory. This concealer is like $4 or $5 from Priceline and I swear by it when I'm carving out my brows. So good. Also taking that on the Morphe M432 brush just to carve out underneath the brows. I definitely classify this look as a festival look just because of like the diamantes and stuff like that. So when it comes to festivals, there's no harm in like going over the top with your makeup because everyone's gonna look as crazy as everyone. So don't be shy when it comes to doing your makeup at festivals. Just be you. Express yourself. Then I'm just going to take more of that concealer and just coat my whole lid. This is going to, as I say in all of my videos, just cancel out any discoloration or any veins or any kind of like marks or anything on your lids that you don't want to show through to your eyeshadow. So it basically just creates like a nice blank canvas so you can go crazy. And then just taking a little baby Real Techniques beauty blender and just patting all that concealer into the lid. And then to set it down, I'm just taking the Stay Matte Rimmel London Stay Matte Translucent Powder and just a MAC this brush. Honestly, I ordered it online and I don't think it's real, so just going to set that down. Yeah, this brush definitely isn't a real brush. It feels like, I don't know what it feels like, old carpet or something. Cool, so now that that is done, now we go into the eyes. So I'm thinking my best bet is to go in with the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. It basically has like all of the, well, not all of the colours that he's used probably, but it has like colours that are along the same lines as what he's used on his eyes. So it's very dramatic and over the top, so I'm thinking I'm just going to go straight in with like a full colour. So for the brush, I'm taking the MAC 224. You guys know, if you watch my videos, I swear by this brush. And I'm just dunking that in the Love Letter shade, just in the top left corner. And I'm basically just going to start blending that in and above the crease. And with a look like this that's so like dramatic on the eyes, it's going to take a lot of blending. So if you guys decide that you want to recreate a look like this, just make sure you're going in with a small amount of product at a time, so you're not basically causing any harsh lines on the lids or anything like that. Also, try and be very, very light-handed. So just hold the brush back from the bristles, so it's just not as much pressure on the brush as you're using it. And if you're anything like me, you're going to get to this stage and be like, oh my god, it's not blending, it's not looking good, I might as well just take it off, blah blah blah. But please just be so patient and just keep working. Just keep working that product in, because I promise if you're blending it and you're just being patient with it, it will eventually start looking like actual makeup, not like a 2-year-old painting. Just taking that quite far into the inner corner as well, and basically just starting to like brush up against where my nose starts, so it's like kind of like a real full smoky look. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a really dark, kind of like I'd probably say a black, and start blending that on the outer corner. Yeah, let's just see how that goes for now. So I'm taking the Morphe 35P palette, which is this purple palette here, and I'm just going to take the black from this one, and I'm taking that on the B Bella RG 215 brush. Just start lightly blending that on the outer corner. Okay, so now the black's blended out, I can't fully tell like what he's got on his lid, because his like eyes are open obviously, and you can't really see like fully what's on the lid. But I'm thinking I'm just going to go in with like a copper pigment, because that's what that's the closest thing that it looks like to me. So I'm using a MAC pigment. I think the shade is copper, I'm not sure, it doesn't have like it written on here. But I'm taking that on a nude flat-headed brush. I'm just going to dunk the brush in the pigment, tap the excess off, and then just spritz it with Fix Plus, just so that it doesn't go everywhere all over my face. Then I'm just going to slowly pat that onto the lid. When you're working with like pigments like this, it's kind of impossible to not get fallout, but I mean, I guess you can try like as best as possible. So I'm just taking the Tarteist Pro, and this is like just like a liquid glitter liner. So once those are lined out, I'm just going to let them dry just so there's no transfer. So by the looks of it right now, his is definitely more pink. To highlight the brow bone, I'm going to take the Real Techniques smudge brush, and I'm going to go back in with the Anastasia palette, and I'm taking the shade Vermeer, I think that's how you say it, and just going in and highlighting that brow bone. Again, really over the top with the highlight. And then I'm just going to take that MAC 224 and just blend out that seam between the highlight and the pink. For foundation, I'm taking the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I'm mixing the shade Tawny and Desert Beige together. It just went everywhere. So I'm just going to start blending that into my face with the Real Techniques sculpting brush. I'm pretty sure this is like a contour brush, but I love it for my foundation. So what I'm going to do to make sure the eyebrows are staying nice and snatched, I'm going to go in with that Morphe M432, just with the same foundation I'm using on my face, and just get real close to the brow line and just kind of drag the foundation upwards, just so I'm getting the foundation on every part of my face. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to blend it out with this little baby beauty blender. I'm also watching this new TV series. It's called Sense8. It is so good. It's about these 8 different people who live in like different cities all over the world, and they're all like connected somehow. Like something happened to them and they're all like suddenly like connected brains, I guess. So like it's really hard to explain, but if you're looking for a new TV series, I definitely recommend it. It's like one of those shows that really gets you thinking, and like you're like, why is this happening? Yeah, it's got foundation all over. Just got foundation all over my phone. I'm not really loving the way this pigment is like sitting on my eyes, so I'm thinking I might just go in over the top with the Stila Kitten Karma liquid eyeshadow. This stuff is good. So I'm just going to go in and just like fill up to the line that I made with that Tarte liner. Oh, that's better. Just gives it like a little bit more sparkle. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that flat-headed concealer brush, just blend out that pigment. Beautiful. It's a little bit more sparkly and over the top. Just how Michael loves it. So now for concealer, I'm taking the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer again. I don't know what shade this is in, I'm sorry. Just taking that on a little beauty blender and just patting it on underneath the eye. I'm not going to worry about taking it too far up to the under eye area, just because it is quite a smoked out look, so I can just like fill it in with eyeshadow in the areas that aren't concealed. So once all that concealer is down, I'm going to take the Rimmel London Stay Matte translucent powder again and just a dry mini beauty blender, and just basically rubbing that blender into the powder and just pressing down just to set all that concealer. And then setting down the rest of the face, taking the same powder and the Real Techniques powdered brush and just dabbing on that powder. And just taking a smaller powder brush and wiping away any excess powder underneath the eyes. Alright, now to finish off the eyes, I'm going to take the same palette that I started with and just go in with that Love Letter shade, just on a small, this one is the Real Techniques Precise Smudge Brush. And I'm just going to start smoking out the under eye. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the Be Bella RG226 again and just kind of pick up the tiniest amount of product and just blend it underneath the eye, and also blend this line out here. And then back in with the black and the small smudge brush, just going to really darken up the waterline. Not the waterline, sorry, the lower lash line. Don't want to be putting eyeshadow on your waterline, I'll tell you that much for free. So while I'm on the eyes, I might as well just finish them off completely. So I'm going to take a pair of really old gross lashes, so I don't know what these ones are, but I'm going to apply these off camera because I just can't be dealing with trying to put them on in front of everyone. But I will say, I have recently started using the Duo Lash Glue, and let me tell you, I have been living under a rock because this stuff is such a treat to use. It's just so easy. So if you haven't got yourself some of this, or you haven't tried this either, you've been living under the rock right next door to me, hun. So get yourself some of this stuff. I'm back, the lashes are on. This one looks like it's been like straightened with an iron, and this one's sitting quite nicely, so to just ignore that please. So I'm just going to go over the top with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and just make sure they're all nice and dark. Yeah, this is either on the wrong way or it's just retarded, so whatever. Moving on. By the looks of it, he's got like, well, not by the looks of it, he has got some like real hectic glitter going on in this area right here. Again, I don't have glitter, so I'm going to have to use this one right here again. And I guess I just like kind of like scribble it in or like draw it on or something.
They do the line like this. Like that. Okay, now just rub it in.
So for the rest of the face, I'm taking the Dior Nude Air Powder in the shade 005 as my bronzer. Just taking that on an angled contour brush. And you literally don't need much of this product at all. It's super pigmented. So just brushing any excess off and just starting to pat that product just below and in my jawline. I always do that. My cheekbone, so just below my cheekbone. Just taking that bronzer up around the forehead as well to just give it a nice overall bronzy look. Just take it down the jawline as well to chisel out that jaw. So now I'm just going to take a fan brush from Real Techniques. I know all my brushes are Real Techniques, I'm sorry. And just dunk it in that bronzer and just lightly contour my nose. Oh, lightly, just kidding. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Urban Decay Illuminated, whatever this is, I think it's a highlighter. So I'm going to take that on just this little brush here and pick up some product and then just spritz it with some Fix Plus. I don't know if you can see that, but it's so pretty. To highlight my nose, I'm just going to take the Zoeva 325 Luxe Brow Light brush. Just dunk that in, same highlighter, and just drag it down the bridge of my nose. For blush, I'm taking this blush from Dior right here. It's number 849. I'm just taking that on a fluffy blush brush. Again, you don't need much of this product at all because it's super pigmented. So I just like to kind of like rub it in and then like rub it on my wrist before I apply it on my face, just so it takes off like that extra that you don't need. I'm gonna have to do my lips like the best I can because I'm not very good at overdrawing, and also I don't have a lip liner the colour that he is wearing. Goodo. Saw from MAC. Because Micheal's lips are so large, I am going to overdraw my lips a little bit. So now to, I look like I've just had like instant lip injections. Anyways, so to clean up them lips, I'm just going to take some concealer and just on a really small flat-headed synthetic concealer brush and just clean up that line underneath here. I've definitely offended every beauty guru that has ever walked this earth with how botched my lips look right now. Hey, I did try. So now to the fun stuff. I'm going to put some little diamantes on my face because Micheal did. Let's be Micheal. Right, I don't have the exact ones that he's used, but I'm just going to go with it. Okay everybody, so this is the end result for this makeup look. Please do excuse my lips, I know they look atrocious, but I don't have big lips and I don't have lip injections, so I had to try and Micheal myself using a lip pencil. So also my camera did die. No it didn't, my SIM card was full, so I had to move everything over onto my laptop and then like refresh it. So basically I just stuck these little diamantes on my face using spirit gum. I didn't have the same shapes that Micheal used in his video or his photo. I don't even know if he made a tutorial on this at all. But yeah, this is as good as it could get with this one. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video and please do give it a big thumbs up if you did. Again, I'm so sorry I haven't filmed in a while. I've just been so busy with work and just life, I guess. But yes, I do hope you enjoyed this. If you recreate my recreation, then please let me know, tag me in it on Instagram or something like that. All my social medias are linked down below. So yes, enjoy the rest of your day or night or morning or whatever it is, wherever you are. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Jody and Rebecca, woman get busy. Just say that booty don't stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get crunked up, percolate anything you want, for call it oscillate. If I don't take pity, more to see you get